Good day, everyone. I am Maria Sumadchat, together with Nedy Estrella, and welcome to the HR e-Knowledge Learning Series. Today, we are thrilled to delve into a topic that is pivotal for the success and stability of any organization: employee retention techniques. Employee retention has become a significant challenge for companies across the globe. High attrition rates can stem from various factors, including inadequate compensation, lack of career growth opportunities, poor management practices, and an unhealthy work-life balance. These issues not only disrupt operations, but also lead to increased recruitment costs, lost productivity, and a decline in team morale. To address these challenges, it is essential to develop and implement effective retention strategies that create a supportive and engaging work environment. Today, we have the privilege of learning from one of the industry's leading innovators in this field, KMC Solutions. KMC Solutions has been the forefront of employee retention strategies, demonstrating remarkable success in creating a workplace that not only attracts but retains top talent. They have earned a stellar reputation as the best place to work, thanks to their comprehensive and employee-centric approach and innovative retention strategies. We believe that learning from their experience will empower us to foster a more motivated, loyal, and high-performing workforce. Without further ado, please join us in welcoming the team from KMC, Erickson, Avila, and Salcedo, who will join us through today's session on employee retention strategies. Thank you, and let's get started.
Hello mga ka-HR, isang magandang hapon. Excited na excited ang buong HR Calabarzon team for the first HR e-Knowledge Live with our panelists dito po sa kanilang napakagandang office. By the way, ano nga po ba ang HR Calabarzon? Ang HR Calabarzon po is a registered non-profit organization na nagpo-provide po ng virtual and face-to-face learning sa lahat ng ating HR professional, enthusiasts, and small, medium owner. Ako po si Nedy, ang inyong founder and president of HR Calabarzon. Ako po ay HR ng isang food manufacturing located in Las Piñas na nag-ooperate for almost 26 years. At syempre, hindi matutuloy ang ating panel discussion with our one and only moderator fresh from Pampanga. Let's all welcome Ma'am Maria Sumadchat.
Hello po! Hello!
Ayan, Ma'am Mary, ngayong hapon, kahit na nagkaroon tayo ng medyo first time kasi.
Oh, first time, diba? There's always a first time and there's lots to learn.
Yes,
diba?
ma'am.
Oh.
And kahit pa paano, na-enjoy kasi from Pampanga, from Cavite, going to KMC Solution in BGC. O, diba? Lumilevel akong HR Calabarzon.
Diba?
From north to south to
BGC.
center. O, diba?
Tayo.
Ayan. So, dahil yan, let's all introduce our lead panelist, Mr. Erickson Avila. Hi, Sir Erickson.
Nice
to finally meet you, Miss Nedy and Miss Maria.
Ayan.
Welcome to KMC po.
Thank you, sir. Mamaya, sir, mag-iikot kami.
Yes.
Okay pa. So, ma'am, please introduce our panelists this afternoon.
Okay. So our panelist is Miss Salcedo. She's a contemporary leader known for her passion in nurturing talent, fostering collaborative environments, and empowering individuals to achieve their full potential. Currently serving as the L&D and OD manager at KMC, Rachel oversees initiatives aimed at enhancing employee development and organizational effectiveness. A certified human resource professional with a background in psychology and extensive experience in L&D, OD, and employee engagement. She brings valuable expertise in her role. Thank you so much, Miss Rachel. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Hello, HR Calabarzon. Good
Thank you.
afternoon po. Alamin mo natin, ano ba ang KMC?
Well, it's my pleasure to answer that question because as a growing company, there are still some misconceptions as to how KMC is viewed by other people, by non-KMC member. Well, in the Philippines, we claim to be the biggest right now in terms of footprint for the service office. So we provide service office to clients. So basically, we build customized offices maybe for small companies or up to enterprise companies so that they could have a very conducive environment for their operations. Now, the other line of business is the talent as a service. This is what we call the employer of record. So we basically build teams for clients, small to big enterprise. We manage from recruitment to the legalities, contracts, and the day-to-day life of their employees, which basically also our employees. So we do the HR services for the client. So currently, we have about 20,500 seats across the Philippines. And we have over 4,000 plus employees at the moment.
But how many sites do you have again?
Right now we have, if I'm not mistaken, 27 sites.
27
Yeah,
sites.
we have here in Metro Manila, obviously majority po ng sites namin nasa Metro Manila. We have 2 in Clark.
Okay.
I think they played the video earlier. It's the Sky Club.
Yes.
We call it Sky Club kasi kinikwento nga namin it's overlooking dun sa Clark Airport. And then we have growing sites in Cebu right now. Yeah.
Nag-growing sites in Cebu, wala pa sa bandang South.
Sa South, we have in Alabang. Sabi ko na kay Miss Nedy kanina.
May norte na eh.
Yes.
Kami yung South.
We have Philip Best and one Griffin Stone in the South.
Ano nga po ba yung naging award natin this ano? Baka naman pwede nyo kami bigyan ng ano. Bigyan nyo kami ng konting background, how we get it, and
Well, we're very proud and we're very lucky to be part of KMC and also to participate in a lot of awarding bodies. Syempre, before I present that, we also want to give a shout out to our people talaga. Kasi without them, without their experiences, without all of them participating also all throughout the whole process, we won't have these awards. So, KMC has been certified as a great place to work. Aside from that, we also are the best. We also have the best place to work. We're also certified and we have Well certificate.
meron silang telephone, parang
Booth. Telephone,
Na talagang
Meeting na solo nung
Oh, yes, ma'am. Siya yung venue na talagang kung gusto mo makakonsentrate sa trabaho mo at matapos mo talaga agad. I think one of the best.
Yeah. We're currently a big corporation.
Yes.
Ito lang talaga yung award na to is something na tinrabaho natin since 2020. So it's 3 years. It's a 3-year plan. Yes, even during the pandemic. Yeah, because it's not your usual certification body. I think in the Philippines there's only 2 companies na be certified. So we're aiming. Well, we're aiming to be the first, but it's fine. Getting it is already an achievement. Yeah.
It's not
So,
about which, right?
I know. It's about really attaining the standards of BCert and enjoying the impact it gives to the organization.
Pwede kami matutunan. Ano ba
Yes,
yung mga
po.
technique nyo on paano natin ma-retain yung ating mga empleyado?
Consider the company as a multi-generational. Obviously, it's a challenge thinking about what programs, what initiatives would fit into all of these generations despite the age gaps and all. But I think it all starts with, at least on our end, in building the kind of experience, employee experience that we want. We came up with certain principles. Parang we defined ano yung principles natin in doing people experience or in cultivating a people experience initiatives. And I think if you stick to those principles, the generational gaps won't matter anymore. It will matter in terms of how you do it, but the principles that we created, we ensure that it's applicable to all. Important to establish that. So, I think it's never too late for a company to like
Yes.
revisit and pivot as necessary if you really want to adapt to what's happening outside. Always understanding where can we contribute, in which area can we add more value, which gap can we address or resolve. So yun muna yung parang foundation, yung parang backbone of everything. So through that, your retention techniques or retention strategies can be viewed as a holistic approach. I think regardless of the industry, ma'am, Miss Nedy, may you be a BPO, a manufacturing, FMCG, there are data points na common, like could serve as one language for all of us as HR. Like for example, attrition, satisfaction rate, competencies, and attitude that you need to develop so that you can be ready to advance in your career level.
And everything is in a learning management system, I suppose. Is there such a thing?
We do have our learning management
Management
system,
system,
yes,
uh-huh.
but we still do our face-to-face trainings because
Ah.
it's very important for us.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
also schedule that. Okay, so like what happens is you pull everyone who falls in this,
Yes.
who would go through this career progression, who would need to go through this
Yes.
training. Okay, everyone goes here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you said also they're all like scattered and all that in
Yeah.
terms of
Yes.
location. So
Yes.
how does that work? Kung iba-ibang location and all that, kailangan face-to-face. They all go to the nearest KMC?
Well,
It depends sometimes on the schedule.
Ah.
I think we're lucky that we have people leaders who are supportive. So whenever we have schedules, like training schedules, they would really allot.
I think fan fact is it wasn't like that at the beginning. During the pandemic, if I
Yes.
remember correctly, 2021, 2020,
Yes.
we had to call leaders from across different departments, business
Okay.
units. We gather them for a workshop because number one, we want to revise yung core values.
Yes.
Okay.
And number two, we want to build a new mission vision because the management figure, this is your backbone. Everything that you're gonna do in building your office, everything that you're gonna do in culture building, in people strategy, must be anchored to your core values and to your mission vision.
So what was your mission vision before?
The mission vision before wasn't really clear.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Right.
Yes.
So it's also the reason why we had to do that.
You had to do
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
So,
but we've been, following certain core values, but again, KMC as a company, we strive to be like out of the box. So we started to like change jargons. We've seen a lot of youngsters joining the company and we
tumingin
want
na sa akin.
and we want to also benchmark ourselves to what's attractive to talents, what's attractive to
Yes.
people. So, I guess yun yung mga parang mga principles, ideas in the past na that led us into bringing that kind of mission vision. Would you believe one of our core values is we eat, sleep, drink, flexibility.
What?
One of our core
We eat,
values.
we eat,
sleep,
Yeah.
drink, flexibility.
So kaya may bar.
Yeah.
So in the bar, meron ding may mga wines and
We do
Yes.
have a fridge there
We
with
also have our
wine,
beer keg.
a beer keg. You can
Sana
make
all.
your own popcorn and you can have
may
soda
mapapasana
water
all
maker
ka
there.
talaga mga ka-HR.
It's really the collaboration that everyone went through during that time. And you're talking about all of the department managers coming together,
Yeah.
diba? And actually brainstorming about this and
Yeah.
seeing how can we make this work,
Right.
diba? Kasi nga, diba, you guys have been working here for quite some time, diba? And like, if the mission vision does not resonate to you,
Yeah.
it's really different to work here every day.
Right.
Yes.
How does engagement work in this type of environment
Setup.
that
In this
you
type
have?
of
Yeah, in this
setup,
type of
yeah.
setup.
I must say, ma'am, talagang challenging yung employee engagement, especially sa setup namin. Right now, the engagement team is obviously supporting the internal, like your center of excellence, the internal employees who are working directly for KMC, and to the ones that are who are deployed to clients.
Okay.
Yun yung mas malaki kasi yun yung 4,000 plus, the talent as a service. But in terms of employee engagement, of course, our vision is dapat mag-create tayo ng one vision that applies to both. We don't want a segregated feedback. And that has been the goal for like how many years now. So building a kind of engagement, you have to ensure, given the differences, you have to ensure that enough and right amount of opportunities for people to be connected, for people to feel that they belong. It's doubled effort. So there are really times where you have to customize and optimize. So like you do something that's open to everybody, but you also do something only for a business unit. You do something for a particular account. Because that's how things will work. Employee engagement, I think it's one facet. It's just one facet because there's a lot of areas. Talking about total rewards, it's also like another big thing to talk about. Because employee in reality, and at least based on our observation, stay in a company not because it's fun.
Yes.
Diba? It's one facet. But they also look at what am I getting as a compensation, as a reward. How's my relationship with my colleagues, with my manager? Because we've recorded instances where okay naman ako sa company kaso lang hindi talaga okay yung team ko. Right? So, ibig sabihin, looking at retention techniques, you have to view it holistically. You don't wanna be stressed about what fun activity do we need to make. There are a lot of areas we can touch, and I think it's based on your current situation, right? So understanding first. So kung feeling nyo sa attrition report nyo, maraming umaalis for better opportunity, then maybe an opportunity to look at total rewards. Kung maraming nagsasabi, I have team conflict, relationship gaps, then maybe workshop for managers first to address that. During the pandemic, we've recorded an increasing number of employees resigning because they're having mental health concerns. We had to think, and we decided, and we're thankful to the management for buying in. We really partnered with the mental health provider that can give free counseling session, free therapy session. So last June 25, we just had the Mind Nation Roadshow. It's a roadshow talking about your mental health benefit in the company. So parang nag-sprout siya during the pandemic, but we have continued that initiative. It becomes an actual employee benefit, ma'am, but it targets a particular area where we feel it's needed. So ngayon, even the dependents ng employees namin can avail of free therapy, free counseling session. Kasi na-figure out namin na minsan nang may problema, hindi naman yung empleyado. Parang ako, na-stress ako sa work, di ako makapag-work because I know a loved one or a family member is currently undergoing something and we want to extend that benefit to them.
How do people know, like what you mentioned a while ago, di ba? Parang, I'm being paid well, I have a good team, I have all that. Did career progression ever come about? In terms of that?
Yes, it did. Especially during maybe let's take a look at the pandemic muna, because a lot of people were very scared. Like what will happen to me, job security, like the concerns, what will happen to my team as a leader. So kakabahan ka din because you have that sense of responsibility. So it came up. It came up during our discussions with the departments, with the leaders. So it was something that we had to really act upon, and we had to create initiatives for it to be able to assure people na yes, we are concerned about your career path. We are concerned about your progression. We know what you want to be in the company. So we implemented certain career development programs. So we have our career development plan now that is very optimized per career level. So it's not just in like one for everyone. So, we really take a look at mga rank and file employees first. We also have one for the management, which is our management development program. We also make sure that succession planning is in place. So, we have that as well. And aside from that, we also want to give a certain responsibility to our leaders. Because doon naman magsisimula yan. It's not just an HR thing, but we also want to empower our leaders to be able to initiate those conversations with their employees.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the problem is, let's say an employee wants to be promoted or wants to move up a level, but the people manager is not aware of it. So may mga ganong instances that we've encountered. So it was hard for some leaders to have that conversation.
Yeah.
It's either baka hindi pa sila used to that conversation, maybe newly promoted ones, parang nasashy pa with their people. So we had to implement certain trainings or workshops for those people.
Yeah. Also, I think huge factor, career progression discussion is very important for Gen Zs and Millennials.
Yeah.
Kasi sila yung may malinaw na vision for themselves, 'di ba? Parang by after 5 years or 3 years dapat manager na ako. Dapat eto na ako.
Ang hirap ng conversation.
'Di ba?
Yes.
So, paano mo ngayon as a people manager, paano mo i-sustain yung conversation na yun? And as mentioned earlier, about 70 plus of our population is millennial, tapos ang dami pang mga dumadating na Gen Z. So, kailangan talaga equip, to Rachel's point earlier, equip yung mga managers namin to sustain that kind of conversation about career progression. Pero, it's not enough. Kasi if you wanna equip your people managers to be able to discuss that, sustain that conversation, HR should be able to make to create the right avenue in order to facilitate talaga career progression. That's why we have
and
that.
hindi usapang papel lang.
Correct.
Yes.
Hindi usapang
Diba?
papel lang.
Yes. Papel lang. O na talagang may action mangyayari.
Yes.
So you were able to develop that. So HR was able to develop that with the department heads.
Yes, with department
Yes.
heads.
And different options also. Like from this position, you can go to this or this or this. That's how it's designed. I just want to
Right now,
give a picture.
right now the picture is we have staff development program for the rank and file.
Okay.
So it's a customized curriculum. It includes training programs intended for the development following their level.
Yes.
So it's customized for them. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga skills, competencies, and attitude that you need to develop so that you can be ready to advance in your career level.
And everything is in a learning management system, I suppose. Is there such a thing?
We do have our learning management system, yes, but we still do our face-to-face trainings because it's
Yeah.
very important for us.
Okay, so you also schedule that. Okay, so like what happens is you pull everyone who falls in this,
Yes.
who would go through this career progression, who would need to go through this
Yes.
training. Okay, everyone goes here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you said also they're all like scattered and all that in
Yeah.
terms of
Yes.
location. So
Yes.
how does that work? Kung iba-ibang location and all that, kailangan face-to-face. They all go to the nearest KMC?
Well,
It depends sometimes on the schedule. I think we're lucky that we have people leaders who are supportive. So whenever we have schedules, like training schedules, they would really allot time for their people to participate.
galing.
Yes.
we have company vans. So,
Yes, we
So,
have company vans.
Company what?
company
Vans.
vans.
So
Yeah,
talaga
company vans.
sinusunod.
Sinusundo sila sa site.
Wow.
Pero ma'am, before maging successful, syempre bago kasi maging smooth lahat ng mga programs ng HR, may mga pinagdaanan yan. At may mga time na mapefelt mo na, ay, may kulang pa sa ginawa ko. Ano ang mga nangyari nung time na yon at paano mo siya na-cope up?
I think in terms of progression, usually the challenge was the buy-in of leaders first. So we really had to promote the purpose
Yeah.
of what we were doing.
Yeah.
And it goes back to their people also na this is what we've gathered in terms of data. They were really asking for career progression. They want to know what's gonna happen to them. And we had to really sell it to them talaga. So parang we're selling something to them. But it's really for their benefit. And I think buy-in was number one. And then number two was really the participants themselves. Because some of them were really nominated by their leaders.
Wow.
Yes. But there are some employees na very hesitant to accept the nomination. Parang they felt that they weren't ready for the next level. So they had this hesitation na bakit ako ni-nominate ng leader ko? Yes. So in terms of the program itself, a lot of trainings they had to go through. It's not just technical skills, but like what Eric said, attitude also and personality that comes with it. Syempre, as a leader, that's also something you want to take into consideration.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, I think those were the challenges talaga, coming from both the participants and also the leaders.
Yeah. I think the situation before, we've had a lot of generic and generalized training program for talent development. Pero yun yung sinasabi namin kanina na parang we realize na kailangan namin mag-adapt sa situation. So, hindi na masyadong mag-work yung lahat ng talent development initiatives mo laging generic.
Yeah.
Parang one fits all. Hindi siya ganun eh. Talagang you need to customize and optimize it. Now, at least we're able to like optimize talent development strategy for legal department, for example, for IT. With the help of the training needs analysis that we facilitate every end of the year para ma-plot na yung learning pathway ng business unit by next year. Kasi it comes with many things eh. You need to budget it. Diba?
Yes.
Kailangan mo siyang i-budget.
It's a well-oiled machine. Yes. Yun eh.
Pero right now,
systems in place.
pero right now, Miss Nedy, Miss Maria, we would say, I think Rachel and I will both agree, we're not there yet 100% sa kung paano namin na-envision yung mga bagay. Even with the the learning management system that we have, we still have a lot of things we want to do to improve it para mas maging conducive siya for my team.
Yeah.
And also for the user.
Bakit merong disclaimer for my
Maganda
team?
yung system.
Yes.
May hirapan din yung admin.
As admin.
As admin, di ba? Parang
Okay.
pag magulo yung pag magulo yung data mo dun sa system,
Yeah.
mahirapan din yung team. But at the same time, yung user
Yes.
naman dapat at ease din sila in using the system. Yeah.
Yun eh. I think the key there, like what you mentioned a while ago, it really has to be a customized program.
Yes.
Diba? It can't be one size fits all.
Yes.
It can't be out of the box. It really has to be something unique to you.
Mm-mm.
Now, was there a time that, okay, so the person is really motivated to do all these things, pero hindi pa rin siya ready? What happens to that person then? Do you just keep on going with the program? Maski natapos na niya, for example? So, what happens to the person then?
Nagkaroon ba kayo ng ganun?
Yeah, I think with the initiative that we have, the career development program, we're very transparent that the end goal naman is not promotion. It's really for personal development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're very
Careful
clear
din
on
kami
that.
doon.
Yes,
Yun.
Yes.
We're careful on that. As HR.
Thank you. Oo. Kasi alam mo kanina, I was, at the back of my head, I was worried na parang, oh my God, so much pressure na
Yes.
you have to do this, and this to get promoted. So, it's more of a self-development program.
Yes.
It is.
So it's really
nice.
a self-development program. It's something that builds you up for even for your personal goals. So that's one thing. And also it's for your benefit na din na if it comes to a time that there's a need to like level up or something, at least you're already ready for it.
Yeah.
So it's not the promise of promotion, but it's really the promise of self-development.
Yeah. Kasi mahirap din, careful din kami because, promotion naman is never guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially our compensation principle in KMC is pay per performance.
Yes.
Wala kaming guaranteed merit increase sa salary. That's why we had to build a very reliable performance review matrix. So we call it power meter. It's being done twice a year. So basically that org-wide performance review mechanism help the managers assess kung ang isang empleyado ba is parang deserving of getting either an increase or promotion. So medyo careful kami dun sa promises. Because we don't want it to be false promise,
of
obviously.
Oo. Mahirap yun.
Isa sa mga breakthrough natin in terms of L&D naman is the training needs analysis structure we created internally. Now at least to some of our key accounts, they're following it.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
offer the training. Okay, this is how we do training needs analysis.
We
Should
might
you
want
wish
to
to
do
do
it.
it so that we can, kasi iba-ibang industries may
Yes.
BPO, may healthcare.
Iba-iba.
Pero we're happy
Mm.
because nakita nila yung value
Yes.
na okay, this will help us create learning pathway for our employees.